Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the new Typhus model. Clearly not this guy here. This is my older Typhus model and dressed him up pretty well. He's got a cool pole in the back and took a banner, did the Nurgle icon on him, all that. And I really did like this model quite a bit. So much so that when I saw the new Typhus model on the G-Dub stuff, I wasn't really as impressed as I thought I would be. But I gave it a shot. I thought, well, I'll take a look at it. Took a look at the box in the store, and it was a little bit different than the marketing that they had kind of on the website stuff or on the YouTube channel. And so I thought I'd take a quick look. So he looks actually pretty decent. I'm really actually looking forward to getting him out of the box and assembled up, and then kind of comparing him to the older Typhus model as well. Now, I'm a huge Typhus fan. I mean, I had the Terminus Est, and of course, the escape of the Eisenstein was fantastic. And I mean, just really cool seeing Typhus in the novels, and of course, owning his big ship in Battlefleet Gothic. So, it's got a lot of kind of emotional equity with me, I guess. So taking a look at the box here, Typhus is, he's a bigger, more kind of animated model. He's got his scythe out there like this. He's kind of reaching out, screaming to everyone to charge or, take them all kind of thing. Typical 1980s villain of fantasy. So as far as the box goes, of course, it's a standard GW box. They got all the colors that they suggest down here at the bottom. They got some of the, the different features, which, having not seen a preview video or anything like that, it goes a long way to kind of selling the model. His head's pretty cool. He's got the horn that's in there and all that. He's got the destroyer hive. So actually really, really looking forward to kind of getting him unboxed and taking a look at it. So let's kick open the box here. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't 100% convinced initially about the whole deal, but let's give it a go anyway. Okay, so we got the typical instruction manual here. Let's put the bits off to the side, and it's all the different languages. Oh yeah, so we got the standard, the new standard in GW assembly, where they show you kind of where to apply glue and what pieces go where with the blue and the color coding. Really liking that. I mean, the new kits are so complex and they fit together so tightly that it is great to see that they've got these really detailed instructions, but they're not necessarily more complex instructions. So you even got kind of more highlights of the model there. And then again, what we've seen with some of the other ones, you'll see that you get all the different rules for your guy in here with the power values. And power value 9, I mean, for a character, that's pretty good. And then we've got, his destroyer hive acts as a pistol. That's pretty sweet. He's got a master-crafted man reaper, which is his big scythe there, and carries blight grenades. He's got loads of abilities, which is pretty cool. He's under Chaos, Nurgle, Heretic Astartes, and Death Guard, so he can fit into a lot of different armies. He's a character. He's infantry, Lord of Contagion, Terminator, Psyker, and Typhus. So pretty sweet. I'm really liking the way this is. Oh, and he's in Cataphract armor as well. That really holds true with some of the newer Death Guard type stuff, where they're actually looking like, they got all this really kind of old school, Mark III and Cataphracty Terminator armor and all that. Really sweet. And we can teleport strike him, which is great. Able to put him anywhere we want. All right, cool. Really liking that. Yeah, nice. Okay, so moving on to the bits now. Let's see what we got in here. So again, they've got that really cool kind of click together packaging, or where the sprues click into the packaging. I like that quite a bit because then it doesn't move around so much. Initial kind of impressions of this, the destroyer hive. It's pretty cool. It's got this kind of plaguey, kind of smoky type kind of, not contrail, but these kind of emissions coming out of the back of the destroyer hive and all the little flies coming out of there. He's got these kind of wooden looking hooves on his feet, kind of maintaining what they had with old Death Guard from forever ago. Yeah, really nice. Oh, and he's got the old school destroyer hive sitting on top as well. So they've actually kept a whole bunch of the original model intact in terms of design. Okay, what's this guy here? This obviously is going to be the rest of the body. Yeah, and they're packaged so well. So that's a standard, that's a 50 mil base on him. That's actually pretty sweet. So that's definitely bigger than a Terminator base. So 50 mil base for this guy. And then lots of detail in the armor. But yeah, very much keeping in line with the old Typhus model. So that's pretty sweet. You know, this kind of wound up, wrapped up a man-eater sight here. Really nice. Yeah, no, really liking this. I think it's pretty sweet. And then just more and more of that destroyer hive. So that's going to be a pretty prominent feature, kind of flowing off the back of Typhus. So in terms of delivery, I mean, it's only 2 small sprues, but you get a whole lot of model out of that. So again, very well designed on G-Dub's part. All right, so I think what I'm going to do next is assemble them all together. I'll get him on his base over here, and then we'll take a look at him assembled. All right, so I was assembling Typhus here, obviously, so we can do the next part and look at it. But I just wanted to show off something awesome. Okay, so I want to point out a couple points. Let's look at this point here, the little cable coming off the sides, and just this kind of pocket in here. Now, the leg is supposed to just fit on, but it fits on so well. So you can see the little hole for the cable down here. You can see that a little bit of the leg that's going to fit just kind of tidy into here and up and around with the Nurgling there. And then there's the cable that the Nurgling's hanging off of. So check this out. So I wanted to match this little triangle up with this little triangle, and I start to slide it in all together. I'm like, oh man, what angle is it going to go? And it just slides in like this. And if you look, it is absolutely seamless. So there's no glue. It holds really, really well. And you can see that everything matches up. Like, I mean, that is just absolutely incredible for like a dry fit. Really, really cool. I'm going to continue on with gluing, but I just wanted to kind of just show off how nice that model, that the kit just fits together. So, all right, back to assembling. Okay, so we got our Typhus all glued up, the new one, and I just thought I'd start off with a quick size comparison with the old Typhus. Now, size-wise, he's a whole head and change bigger, so he's significantly larger, which is decent. 40 mil base versus the 50 mil base, so there's a big change there as well. And I just really like the dynamic posture of him. You know, the two-handed scythe hold was pretty darn cool, but this is really sweet seeing him out there kind of screaming to charge ahead and go get the beats, right? So really, really digging that. Next thing I want to talk about is the fact that there are so many similarities. You know, they were very true to the old sculpt, so you'll see things like the iconography on the shoulder plate is similar, only with a little bit of decoration there. Even the 3 skulls on his other side here are actually deep inside on the shoulder pad there. And even the vents and the tubing is similar throughout. Now, the rest is that cataphracti armor, which is pretty cool. But I just wanted to also notice things like the tabard with the mesh on it, or the mail on it, is in there as well. Looking at the Destroyer Hive, very similar in terms of layout, only this one's just got stuff just gushing out. You know, that kind of noxious fumes and the flies, and there's all these different sizes, little bloaty flies that kind of went in as well. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The back is kind of keeping in with the cataphracti armor there. And really, really good. The scythe is even very much the same. The only detail would be the little skull is replaced with the little kind of 3-pointed little vent up there. So comparisons to the old Typhus model, definitely different, but keeping a lot of the things that traditionally made the old model really cool. It's great that they're paying such an homage or tribute to the original Typhus model. So that's the comparisons with the old Typhus model out of the way. And as I mentioned earlier, I really wasn't sure. I was kind of on the fence, but after putting them together, loving the model quite a bit. There's lots of action to him, and not really sure what I didn't like so much about the original kind of video with him. Maybe it was the angle it was shot, maybe it was the paint, maybe it was the lighting, I don't know, but something made me say that I didn't really need a new Typhus model, and now I am really glad that I got him. Really nice features, everything from, you know, the cables all kind of connect beautifully, and I know I know I kind of fanboyed out there in the assembly, but just such a nice tight assembly throughout the whole process. The kind of the keeping with the wooden elements in certain spots is fantastic. This big monster huge scythe which we're going to rust up, and just these really nice details. And actually bringing back the other Typhus here for a second, one of the things that was really interesting is I found that there was actually less detail on the new Plague Marine sculpts and the new Typhus sculpts, and you'll see that there's loads and loads of detail on the old Typhus sculpt here, but it kind of gets drowned out and muddied out in terms of sometimes it's a bit too much, and in some cases, and in this case I'll agree with Typhus and most of the Death Guard stuff, is that they kind of backed off on detail everywhere so that they would kind of do a nice kind of focus of detail in one area and then leave your blank plates. So of course with our striated paint job it's going to look really sharp. So there's still lots of big plates kind of available for us to do that streaking and make it look weathered. But the detail that is there is nice and tight, like you got the bones coming out of here. The Destroyer Hive is going to be a blast to paint. And so yeah, no, just really coming together really, really well. Anyway, I love the model. I think it's a big thumbs up from me. Like I said before, I wasn't really sure I wanted a new Typhus, but I'm really glad I made this purchase. So that's it. Big thumbs up from me. Really, really dig it, and I'm looking forward to getting them all painted up. So I just want to say thanks a lot for watching the video, guys. I hope it was of value to you, and I mean, obviously I do lots of reviews like this on the channel, a lot of painting as well, and the plan here is to start doing some battle reports pretty quickly, just to kind of see the types of games that we play. So thanks a lot for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you like more videos like this, subscribe and get notifications of all of our future videos. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Later.